dearest children, welcome all of you to your class. Today we are here to discuss the second chapter of civics and that is equality. So just check out the learning objectives for this chapter. So हम लोग ये chapter में क्या क्या पढ़ने वाले हैं ये देखते हैं. So equal right to vote, universal adult franchise, constitutional provision for equality, the process of decision making, challenges before democracy. Dear children, we know that India is a democratic country. So what do you mean by the word democracy? Democracy is a system in which the government of the country is elected by the people. It is called democracy. I am going to repeat. Democracy is a system in which the government of the country is elected by the people. The democratic government has some values or characteristics. So these are participation of people. So through give our वोट इज है ना. सो हम लोग वोट देते हैं. सो ऐसे हम लोगों को जो रिप्रेजेंटेटिव है या लीडर है हम लोग चूज करते हैं. तो ये सिस्टम को बोला जाता है पार्टिसिपेशन ऑफ पीपल. नेक्स्ट वन, रेजोल्यूशंस ऑफ देयर डिस्प्यूट्स एंड कंफ्लिक्ट. सो गवर्नमेंट है उनका ड्यूटी है जो कंफ्लिक्ट है जो फाइट है बिटवीन टू स्टेट्स भी हो सकता है या सेंट्रल और स्टेट पे हो सकता है या बिटवीन द पीपल्स. ओके, अमंग द पीपल ये रिजॉल्व करना. ओके, ये भी ड्यूटी है गवर्नमेंट का. एंड द नेक्स्ट एंड द इम्पॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट ऑफ डेमोक्रेटिक गवर्नमेंट इज इक्वालिटी एंड जस्टिस. नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट दिस टू features and the most important features of democratic government. So equality is one of the most important element of democracy. It implies equal status and equal opportunities for all. The Indian Constitution states that government shall not deny equality before law to any citizen. This means that the law shall apply equally to all in the same manner, irrespective of caste, gender, race, or religion. I'm going to repeat. In democracy, the equality means that the law shall apply equally to all in the same manner, irrespective of caste, creed, race, gender, and religion. Okay, so equality means all are equal irrespective of any dissimilarity. Okay, so dissimilarity means ये कास्ट भी हो सकता है, क्रीड भी हो सकता है, रेस, रिलीजन और बर्थ और जेंडर. गॉट इट ना? You might have been heard the term universal adult franchise और आप voting right भी सुने हो, is it ना? Now let's discuss this term. So in a democratic country like India, all the citizens who are above the age of 18 years have been given the right to vote irrespective of their race, caste, creed or education. This right is called universal adult franchise. So universal adult franchise also called as universal suffrage. Okay, so give the right to vote to all adult citizens regardless of caste, creed, religion or gender is called as universal adult franchise. For you, what is the opposite word of equality? Very simple, inequality. So now we are going to discuss about the inequalities. Okay, so other kinds of inequalities. There are many people in India who enjoy the right to vote, but their working and living conditions indicate gross inequality prevailing in the society. So despite the equal status granted by our constitution to every Indian, there are various types of inequalities in our society. The main cause of inequality in our society is due to the caste system, which classify people as high caste and low caste on the social ladder. So ये कास्ट सिस्टम जो है ये सोसाइटी को दो डिवीजन में, दो सेगमेंट में डिवाइड करता है. एक है हाई कास्ट एंड अनदर वन लो कास्ट. सो द लोअर कास्ट हैव फेस सिवियर डिस्क्रिमिनेशन. Any contact with the untouchables was considered to be polluting for the upper caste. So there are other forms of inequalities too in which the lower caste also called as Dalit, are discriminated against. People are also treated unequally and unfairly on the basis of the religion they practice, class, background they come from, and gender as well, whether they are male or female. So it is very big problem in India. There are inequalities based on wealth, educational qualification, gender and profession also. The term Dalit refers to a group of people traditionally known as untouchables or outcast. They are socially and economically backward people but an integral part of the Indian society for ages. Remember, Dalit means broken. Okay, Dalit means broken. Now we're going to talk about the recognizing the dignity of an individual. So what do you mean by the word dignity? Dignity means being valued and respected for what you are, what you believe in, and how you live your life. So the definition of dignity, check out. It means being valued and respected for what you are, what you believe in, and how you live your life. So when individuals are not treated equally, their dignity is violated. Nobody deserves to be treated unequally. Everyone deserves the same respect and dignity. So let's study about the discrimination and its evil impact on the affected people as an individual and society as a whole. Among the several types of inequalities and discrimination, now we are going to discuss the most evil practice of the society, and this is caste discrimination. Caste system has formed the basis of our social structure for hundreds of years. In our society, certain occupations are considered more respectable than others. Previously in India, temple priests who conducted religious ceremonies were considered belonging to the upper caste. Activities such as cleaning garbage, cutting hair, or disposing dead bodies were considered unclean and unholy. People who performed this were considered to be untouchable. Okay, so the Indian society has been divided into different castes on the basis of occupation, just like Brahmins, Kshatriya and Vaishya were considered to be the upper caste and therefore respectable, while Shudra and the people from low caste faced tremendous discrimination. People engaged in the minimal work such as sweeper, cobblers were in fact considered to be the untouchable. So the Indian Constitution of India provides for equality of all the Indians irrespective of their caste, creed, religion, belief, gender, region, language. But despite all these things, India witnessed the severe caste discrimination system. So dear children, remember we can't segregate anyone on the basis of their occupation. जो उनका था ही नहीं, जो पूर्वजों का occupation था, उसके basis पे हम लोग किसी को segregate अलग नहीं कर पाएंगे. So we need to encourage the socially and economically weaker sections for their betterment, not only their betterment, for country as well as. Okay, so while our own social interaction, we must maintain the dignity of an individual, as each one of us are unique and equally important for the healthy development of our society. So कभी किसी से अगर आप interact करो तो ये बात आपको याद रखना. Got it, na dear? If anyone among us feels discriminated or segregated from the mainstream of life, he or she is having such type of feelings like deprivation, mental blocks, humiliation, inferiority complex, escapism, low self-esteem, lack of confidence, poor performance, crisis and conflicts, anger and dissatisfaction, and all are not needed for any advanced society, for a advanced country. Isn't it? So my dear children, that's enough for today's class. We will meet in our next class with new topics. Till then, bye, take care and happy learning.